Even before the 2021 Texas Legislative session began, everyone knew this was going to be different. Happening in the middle of a deadly pandemic that shows little signs of slowing, passing protocols to keep COVID-19 at bay was near the top of the list for lawmakers when they convened in early January.
If we want to conduct the people's business with the least restrictions, then testing is the answer.
I'm sitting here around plastic. I feel like I'm in a Syria cockpit up here. It's different, and that means some of the rules are different.
The Texas House and Senate each set their rules for preventing the spread of the virus this session. And therein lies a problem, experts say. With safety guidelines varying between the two bodies and members' offices and committee rooms having their own set of rules, the thousands of people who pass through the Capitol during the session might get overwhelmed or end up ignoring the precautions altogether.
The more standard the prevention control measures are, the better you're going to have adherence to those measures. So when you have different rules in different locations, people can start getting confused. So the more standard you can make it across those two chambers, the better.
Masks. Oh yes, it's a debatable topic.
So what are the rules the two chambers established and how do they differ? Both chambers will require masks when lawmakers and staff are on the floor. In the House, members can remove their masks when speaking at a microphone. In the Senate, members are not required to wear their masks when alone at their desks. The major difference? Testing. A negative COVID test taken that day will be required for anyone to enter the Senate chamber. In the House, testing is not required. And when it comes to voting, the House is allowing members to vote from anywhere in the chamber or adjoining rooms using a secure laptop. The question is whether these measures will be enough to prevent an outbreak. Already just days in, several House lawmakers have tested positive, forcing some members to quarantine. It's unsettling news for lawmakers like State Senator Boris Miles, a Houston Democrat, who is taking extra precautions to avoid contracting the virus.
The plexiglass around my desk was something that I asked for. It was made available to the entire Senate body. But because of my recent kidney transplant a year ago, the fact that I have sickle cell anemia and my immune system is down, stays down, I took my own precautions. Because for 140 days, you got to interact with 31 colleagues, and that's not mentioning the House members that come across the aisle and ask questions. I just didn't want to expose myself to all that. I'm trying to get through the session so that I can be an effective voice for the people that I represent. But I do believe that before session's over, mine won't be the only one you see.
While Senator Miles is among a growing number of lawmakers who have qualified under the state's current guidelines to receive the COVID-19 vaccine, there's a push by some local health officials to vaccinate all lawmakers regardless of eligibility to help avoid the 2021 legislative session from becoming a superspreader event.
The difficulty you get in to some extent, though, is that if you make that exception for a group other than frontline healthcare workers, which are absolutely necessary for the integrity of the healthcare system, then you start getting into a whole bunch of other professions. Very quickly, you get to a very, very long list of people that have a very essential function in our society.
While lawmakers and the general public wait to be vaccinated, legislators will have to do the people's business, adhering to the safety guidelines they put in place. Time will tell if they're effective. And experts say it's important the powers that be continually evaluate them and make changes if necessary.
It's not something you put in place, you type it up in a nice little document, and you post it and you're done. You have to have somebody who is continuously saying, is this working? And if you're not continuously assessing them, then yeah, you are going to get in a situation where you're going to get in trouble. You're going to see transmissions.
While the Senate plans to reevaluate its rules around the 60-day mark, there's no such plan to do so in the House.
Everybody's working toward getting through the 140 days because we've got so many important items on our agenda, and we still have to get to redistricting. I think we'll get through it. We have to get through it.